There's a wildfire in this video. Can you see it? I called in this fire the day after the lightning storm that caused the fire in the video just before this video. This fire moved significantly faster than that one. It was just about 1/10 of an acre when I first saw it. In this case, and most cases in our area, as soon as you report a fire, a plane is dispatched immediately and it's on the scene in probably 10 minutes. It's very quick. The fire was already a few acres by the time the plane got there. And in the meantime, several engines were on their way, and they were there within an hour, I'd say, which is pretty quick because once they get there off the highway, they have to navigate as close as they can to the fire, and then they have to hike into the fire on foot. The plane is guiding them the whole time. This fire was moving so quickly that 2 or 3 large air tankers were ordered immediately, and it takes them a little longer to get there because sometimes they're even coming from another state, depending on where the nearest available one is. A helicopter was ordered, I believe, with repellers, and the helicopter also was doing bucket drops. There's some footage of retardant being dropped by one of those large air tankers at the end of this video. So it was an immediate response, a lot of hard-working people on the ground in what I heard later was very hard ground to maneuver on foot to fight this fire, but they did a great job. They stopped it at 35 acres by dark that night. And firefighters will remain on the scene as long as needed, whether it's days or weeks. Even after the crews are released, they will return daily to check for any heat and smoke. A very interesting thing about this location is that it is only about 6 miles from a camera. The camera is in a fire lookout that used to be staffed by people, but has been replaced with a camera by the state, not the Forest Service. And human eyes were able to detect and report the fire before the camera. This video was started after the aircraft was already on scene, but I'm still monitoring it. I'm looking at maps. And also between the time that I called it in and the time that the aircraft got there, I was communicating with the fire manager, both speaking on the phone and sending updated photos as the fire progressed. Sometimes dispatch will call back and ask for an update on the activity. But this aircraft was there so soon, pretty much all I had to do was call it in and then just sit back and stand by and stay out of the way and be there if anybody needed me to relay messages or anything, which they did not in this case. So hats off to the hardworking wildland firefighters. There is a link in my link tree with information about the Wildland Firefighter Foundation. They are an organization to support wildland firefighters and their families. These are important folks doing a very, very dangerous job.